Welcome to
Girl, what's up?
My name is Angel.
And I'm Tiara.
Last episode, we talked about, we just kind of introduced you guys to who we were and what our vibe was like and all this and that.
Yeah.
So,
and we had a couple topics. One was about sitting your shit. The other one was about, what was it about? Availability versus ready.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
We might have to do a part 2 to that later because we had already gotten tipsy by the time that topic came up. Yeah, we was talking about sips to the trips and stuff. So yeah,
it was trips to the sips.
It was trips to the sips.
She don't remember because she was pretty much gone by the time. As always, we like to start out our episodes with a bottle of wine because normally when you're with your girlfriends and you're having good conversation,
you need libation. It rhymed. You can see how I finished your sentence, and it was just wonderful.
So again, this is what we're having. Well, this is what I'm having. Again, Tiara is a bitter wine drinker, and I like my wine a little bit more sweet. For all my sweet wine drinkers out there, what's up?
Don't call it bitter, because bitter is a very harsh word. Sweet is what she likes. I like savory. Savory wine,
But it's never savory.
It is savory.
It makes you do this.
You have a child's tongue.
Anywho, so what I'm drinking today is this delicious Moscato. I don't know if y'all can see it, but if you want to try it, it's by Color Block. By Color Block.
It was at Kroger.
If you have a Kroger where you are. So what are you drinking?
Today I have Gerard Bertrand Cote de Roses. I'm assuming this is rosé.
And she chopped that all up.
Shut up. I'm not French or whatever this is. But it's 2018. I guess that means it's been aged a little bit. And it's got this cute little rose.
A year old? Okay, we're about to pour up so we can get into this good conversation.
So, let me get my glass. You ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
What's our topic for today, my friend?
So today we're going to be discussing misconceptions about good relationships. And basically what that means is, everyone has their idea of what a good relationship should look like. And a lot of those ideas that people have aren't always factual, okay? Actual factual is what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into this.
So our first misconception is...
so arguments or disagreements, the misconception is that there's some sort of bad omen, or that it's, after you fight or argue and it's a bad argument, then it's just over, or, you can't deal with it no more. And that's obviously not true.
No, that is a part, I think, of the growing process.
Yes, getting to know each other.
Because you guys weren't born together. You don't know each other like that. You might not have, 9 times out of 10, you might not have grown up together. So who you are at this present day doesn't mean that y'all are not going to bump heads or have major disagreements or things that could really challenge you. But it's those disagreements that really strengthen your foundation in your relationship.
Yeah, once you get a chance to, see the other side of something that you've always had one perspective on, then you're able to learn and grow and develop not only as a person, as an individual, but you're able to grow with your partner because you're understanding them more, and you're also, getting different points of view, seeing things through a different lens, so to speak.
And disagreements can be healthy. It needs to be done in a healthy way.
Yeah, so basically it's okay to fight, but it's how you do it. So you want to be able to say things that you're okay with lingering on forever. You don't want to say things that you're like, okay, I regret saying that, or I wish I could take it back.
Stay away from verbal attacks.
People might not always remember what you said, but they're going to remember how it made them feel.
And I am guilty of that. Let me tell you, I'm not perfect. I have had my share, but that's a part of the growth process. You have to, each experience you have to grow from, you have to learn from, you have to grow from.
So in the moment, you know, in the heat of things, you want to say something that'll immediately get your anger across to them and let them know exactly how you feel right then. It's gonna initiate a defense mechanism. And depending on what kind of person you're dealing with, that may or may not be dangerous.
You have to look at yourself and be like, okay, am I giving my partner that space to be able to come and talk to me? Yes, we can all say we have attitudes, and we can all say we have our way.
But if you take a break from the argument and take some time to gather your thoughts, cool down, you know, take a walk, even if it's you go to bed, revisit it the next day, just don't go to bed mad. Say, look, you know, we're not really getting anywhere. Tell your partner, you know, I'm not okay right now, and I can't, you know, effectively have this conversation with you, so we have to revisit this later. Let's, you know, do a handshake or whatever to call it, you know, truth for the moment. But just don't leave it, you know, at a place where it's just at odds and you can't get to.
You ain't sip nothing.
I did sip.
You didn't.
And another thing too, remember that when you're arguing with your partner, it's you and your partner against the issue, not you against your partner. Because a lot of times you'll find yourself trying to go against what they're saying, and that's not the goal. The goal in any argument, in any relationship, is to come to a resolution. And you can't get to a resolution if the whole time you're trying to fight the person that you're talking to. Y'all have to understand that y'all's argument, yes, you may be, you know, verbally going back and forth with each other, but the conversation needs to be surrounding the issue at hand. You know, you need to be trying to solve that issue and reaching a conflict resolution on that issue, not against each other. Misconception.
The next misconception. Actually, that one was you. So you explain that one.
So another, let me sip. Hold on. Let me sip again.
She need another sip.
Oh, one more, okay.
All right, y'all. All right. So, love and happiness, either separately or together, is enough to sustain your relationship. I'm here to tell y'all that's lies. Okay? Lies and deceit. If you have that deep love for someone, that might not always be enough to get you over that anger that you're feeling in that moment, or get you over the misunderstanding that y'all have, or maybe y'all have a difference of opinions on something that's never going to be resolved. Maybe you will always feel differently about something, and that's okay.
It's okay to agree to disagree.
Agreeing to disagree. But sometimes it takes you a little minute to get past that, especially if you've decided that, you know what, no matter what, we're gonna stay together.
But you have to be willing to.
But you do have to be willing. You have to choose. Love is a choice.
It's a choice.
You have to wake up every day and choose that person over and over and again. And that love is not always enough to make that choice. You got to respect that person enough to say, you know what?
Respect, that's a big one. I like that one.
Yeah, like
R.
If I love you, but I don't respect you, it's not gonna be a sustainable relationship.
Can I sip?
Yes, sip please. And that's why I say love is not always enough. You could be very much in love and be happy, and that's still not enough.
Still.
Because there's more
you can
to
love
a
me,
person.
but if you don't respect me, it's never gonna work.
Yeah.
It's never gonna work. And I don't know. Sometimes people really lack general respect. And it's really, I've seen a lot of cases, and I've encountered a lot of people who just lack general respect.
It's their mamas. It's their mamas, and it's the way they was raised in them green carpet houses. Did I just say that? Yes, Mima and Grandma was keeping y'all, but they was just maintaining while Mama Keisha wasn't really doing nothing.
Misconception.
The
if it's meant to be, it will be. No, it won't.
You gotta do the work. Gotta do the work.
No, it won't.
If it's meant to be, it will be. Insinuates that you can sit back and coast, and whatever's supposed to happen in your life is gonna happen. That's called faith without works.
Ooh, and faith without work is what?
I just want to go see a dead body.
Finito, dead. Okay, so yes, it's very true that what God has for you will not miss you, but on that same token, God will not reward you for being lazy. You have to make the effort to try to get to know that person well enough to notice those tidbits where they're easing back a little bit, or they slipping away, and it may not be intentional. It may just be the way that they're going through their emotions at the time. But you have to respect that one.
Things will always be 50-50 in a relationship. No, it won't.
Wait. You was too fast with that.
Sorry.
Let them
Sorry.
digest. Let them digest. Okay, say it again.
I need to run it back.
Run it back.
Things will always be 50-50 in a relationship.
Nathaniel, no.
No, it won't.
Sip, hold on.
Whoever told that lie, whoever telling that lie, don't listen to them.
And we need to clarify.
Okay.
Because there's a way that people can take this. We're not talking about finances. Because there are some relationships out there where they split the bills down the middle of nowhere. We're not talking about that. A lot of people out there think that there's a man out there that's supposed to take care of them, and 50-50 is just blasphemy. You know what, boo-boo? That's fine, okay? If you feel that way,
You go right ahead and find you your gold digger man who can't get enough, and you're going to be lonely for the rest of your life because he don't know how to emotionally connect with you. All he want to do is pay your bills and take a shot.
hey. But we talking about emotional, okay? 50-50 is non-existent when you're talking about emotions.
And mental. For me, my opinion, in relationships, you are not in a relationship to say, oh, I'm going to give my 50% automatically today. He's going to get his 50% automatically today. Because you guys go through different experiences in life. Just because you're together don't mean you're going to share the same experiences throughout the day. And so something can happen, right? And something can happen outside of you that they have to process that has nothing to do with you. And sometimes because something has happened to them or they've experienced something, you have to know that if their percentage kind of went down to maybe 30%.
Gave you 32 that day.
Exactly.
You
And
need to hear that other 68.
Exactly. It happens. That doesn't mean that they don't love you any less. That doesn't mean that they are out of the relationship, because if y'all have that, first of all, if y'all have that foundation, you can't step outside. Once you've built that foundation, you can't step outside of that. You can't go and say, oh, I chose to love you yesterday, but today I'm going through some stuff. I don't want to love you. I might not like you today. I don't love you today, but tomorrow I may.
See how it goes. Nah.
No. That fits. Sometimes you got to give 70-30. Sometimes it's 80-20. But the mistake that I feel people make is when they step outside of that
that
80,
30
20,
they got.
That
try to get their 70
got
somewhere else.
And then they go get that 20 that they're not getting. And it's just like,
your partner is not always going to know how to meet you halfway. There are times when you'll be going through something, and it's just about communication. And granted, that takes time. You might not always get what you're looking for that day, and what you need to do at that point is decide, okay, you decided to be with somebody and make a commitment to them.
choice.
You have to be sure that on those days where you don't feel like it, on those days where you're like, it's not fair, I want some of my percent back, you still got to do it, because it's always gonna come full circle. All that stuff, you reap what you sow. If you sow seeds of compassion and attentiveness,
that's the key word,
and affection, and even if you don't feel like giving it, give it when you know that person needs it.
Yes.
And it'll come back to you tenfold.
Let me give y'all my example of communication. I could be wrong, but this is just mine. There's a difference between telling your partner, I didn't know how to tell you, as opposed to I didn't have to tell you. Big difference. Because the first phrase shows a little bit more compassion. The second phrase, you be looking at them like, bitch,
but
what
wait. We got to rewind.
Okay.
Because she just said there's a difference between I didn't know how to and I didn't have to. When both of those are a result of you did it. So rewind, because you shouldn't be saying neither one of them. You need to be saying, look, I got an issue. I don't know how you're going to take this.
Because
let's work through it.
Because what is that? Accountability. And when you in a real
And
relationship,
niggas can't count, so they can't be accountable.
if you are in a real committed relationship, if you are in a real committed relationship, that person will hold you accountable. You can't come as is to your partner. You can't sit up here and say, oh, here I am. This is the shit that I come with. Accept it as is. And you don't think you're supposed to make no changes.
That's a cop out. It's childish, and it's last decade. It's last decade type shit.
It's a whole bunch of decades ago. Last decade was
Talking about
the night. A whole bunch of decades ago. This is not the 50s. This is
how I am is a bad excuse for I got attitude problems and I don't want to fix them.
And I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what's wrong with me. All I know is this is how I am. You either take it or leave it. That is a recipe for failure.
That's a surefire way to get dumped.
Recipe for failure.
And if you don't dump him after saying that to you, girl, what's wrong with you?
Ooh, you bucket? Ooh, she gonna fight. She wanna fight.
So we want y'all to answer this question. If you've watched this far, put a response down in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
What have you experienced or what have you learned in a relationship that you initially thought was supposed to be law, and now you've learned that actually no, that wasn't kind of right. That was actually wrong.
Wow, I like that. Wow.
I told you.
Leave us some comments. We want to talk to you guys. Like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Tag a girlfriend.
Tag a girl. Tag your best friend.
Yes.
Tag your
best friend.
Tag your best friend.
And tell her to write a comment too. If you love us and you really F with us, leave us a comment. Come on now. That's all we want.
We trying to talk to you.
We trying to talk.
Ooh,
Girl, what's up?
Girl, what's up?
What's up?